What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Collective Comics. We are getting into the pull list for this week where we are covering Stuff of Nightmares, 8 Billion Genies, and ASM. So without further ado, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to get into this one.
Book one this week is Harley Quinn number 24. Like the old Russian proverb says, if you want to catch a killer, kidnap a different killer and force them to walk you through their process until they eventually find the person who murdered you in cold blood on your newly renovated Gotham ferry. Point is, I'm making Victor Zsasz help with my murder mystery, and this Sherlock and reluctant Watson are about to blow the doors wide open on some universe-altering shenanigans. Plus, Bud and Lou get belly rubs. I lose my deposit on a fog machine I rented, and my killer is revealed. This book has 32 pages and a cover price of $3.99. I'm pumped about this one because, I watched Gotham. I know you haven't watched Gotham yet, but I fell in love with Victor Zsasz. The dude they had playing him in that show was super cool. So that put me right on board with anything Victor Zsasz. I love Harley Quinn, and I kind of want to see what's going on with this fog machine. Where does a fog machine come into play? Harley Quinn covers are also cool. They got some cool variants. They got like a realistic variant in here. But we got Stephanie Phillips writing this one, and we got Matteo Lally, with some art and some covers. I'm pumped. It's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a super cool one. Finally finding out who her killer finally is.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So this is kind of a little bit of can be like a little bit of a spec book, a little bit of a key issue here. So
oh yeah.
If this is one, if you're a Harley Quinn fan, this is probably going to be one that you want to collect and put in a bag and board and throw it on some ice, send it to CGC. We're finding out some big information here.
We got Warren Lau on a variant here, and we got Lee Bermeo on a variant as well. So we'll put a couple variants on the screen.
All right, number 2 on this list, we got Stuff of Nightmares. Number 3, reeling from the disaster, Isaac and Stella are left to pick up the pieces. Some more gruesome than figurative, a new monster emerges from the laboratory. They'll soon find out creating life from death has terrible, terrible consequences. We're going to have a cover price of $4.99 on this book. Man, I am loving this series. Where this is book 3. I still haven't caught up completely with book 2, but I read the first one, and I picked up a couple variants of those. And, man, R.L. Stine is the writer on this book.
Okay.
That is super, super cool. I'm a huge fan from being a kid from the Goosebumps books.
Oh, yeah, Goosebumps. And Jack Black is in the Goosebumps movie, man. Yeah. I'm a fan of Jack Black. You all know the art looks cool on this, too.
Oh, yeah, total, like, Frankenstein kind of, that's what it's reminding me of, is like a Frankenstein type of cover. It's kind of basically kind of a zombie book going on here. They had one successful monster, little almost baby, that they're kind of carrying around with them and trying to protect from like the CIA and stuff like that.
Okay. That seems kind of like Goosebumps spun on its head a little bit with like the small monster and like stuff like that. I feel like we got a lot of those in Goosebumps.
Yep.
With like the puppet, the
Night of the Living Dummy.
Yeah. Yep.
That's funny because that one, by far was my favorite when I was a kid, and it scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I remember being so young when those came out and literally being scared because I had already seen like Chucky.
Oh, okay.
I have already seen Child's Play. So that coming out of that, I was like, oh God, like Jeff Dunham freaked me out after that for a little bit.
Yeah. He's kind of freaky anyway.
But yeah, R.L. Stine coming in clutch. Looks like we're gonna have like 5 different variants on this one. We have that black and white sketch variant and some really cool like 1:25 ratio variants as well.
Book number 3 this week is The Amazing Spider-Man number 14. We haven't seen Chasm since Amazing Spider-Man 894 and the FCBD issue. But that doesn't mean he hasn't been busy. Join us for a very special issue featuring Spidey's most dangerous new villain, as well as the Goblin Queen and a brand new villain that you won't believe. We got 36 pages and a price of $4.99. This one is kind of a surprise for me because I ended up seeing Golden Goblin. I can't remember all of a sudden now. And I saw the cover and I was like, I want to see what this is about. And then I kind of realized that Spider-Man 13 and a little bit earlier was leading up into this. So I grabbed Spider-Man 13. And now they're talking about new villains we haven't seen in a while. Goblin Queen. I'm ready to see, we later this week, we have a whole podcast about Marvel villains, and now it seems like this is going to be a Marvel villain heavy issue. So I'm excited to see, them spending some time with villains in this series. We got writer Zeb Wells and artist Michael Dowling on this one. I'm doing a lot of Spider-Man stuff lately. I don't know why. I mean, I grew up with Spider-Man. Yeah, I know you love Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's cool.
With all this new Goblin stuff going on, we got your Deadly Neighborhood Spider coming up soon.
Yeah, that's right.
We got Spider-Man Murder World coming out soon. I'm just kind of on board for Spider-Man again, and it just kind of came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah, I think those covers are really, really sick, especially the main cover there has like a bright green. When I first looked at it, I almost thought it was like a symbiote, but it looks like some kind of, I don't even know. Like
it's almost like an energy or like a power, something going on.
It reminds me of like if Green Lantern were to need to grab him for some reason. Obviously that's DC, but that's kind of what that cover reminds me of, is like Green Lantern's power and like that energy that comes out of that ring. Seems like it has Spider-Man like in this whole like grasp, or seems like it has a whole new suit. So is this another like Venom story? I think we can get into some really cool stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, it could be another. I mean, it says a new villain we can't believe. I don't know much about Chasm. It looks like we have some variants here with the Queen on them, and there's a lot of variants for this one. Some looking like some old school Spider-Man covers, and I'm pretty pumped for the series. Happened kind of overnight for me.
Alrighty, guys. Last on the list, but certainly not least, we're talking 8 Billion Genies number 6. We are now exploring the first 8 years after G-Day, the moment when everyone on Earth got a genie and one wish. Humanity has found new ways to live. Come with us to explore the secrets of Hope's Hollow, Tomorrowville, and the grooviest little town this side of Poughkeepsie, Fun City. This book's going to have 28 pages and retail for a cover price of $3.99. Not going to lie, I feel like that synopsis doesn't do it that much justice. As, for people that know this series and know kind of what's going on, I think it starts with first 8 seconds, and that's the first issue. Then you got 8 minutes, and then you got 8 months, and it kind of goes like that. It's going to be a series of 8 issues. That's where 8 Billion Genies comes in. Everybody on Earth got this genie and one wish, and it's affecting everything.
Yeah, everybody gets their own genie. It's crazy. This is another one just popped up on my radar because you told me about it, and now like I want to go read all of them because it's such a fascinating like story. Like the idea behind this is crazy.
Yeah, the first 8 seconds, minutes,
yeah,
things like that. So I feel like the first issue can be a little bit slow, but then once you start getting into these, now we're covering 8 years in one issue. You have 28 pages in this book to cover 8 years.
Yeah.
Of whatever is kind of going on here, so I think it's a really cool theory, and now we're gonna start going past 8 years, and we're probably gonna see like 800 years or something like that.
Yeah, it's gotta be like 8 decades or something. We'll see.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get into some really cool stuff, and it's kind of going into the future a little bit. We got the writer Charles. I'm gonna call him Charles Soule because it looks like Soul to me. I don't know if that's the correct way because I'm terrible at names. That's like my downfall here. But we also got artist Ryan Brown on this one.
One variant,
but
that
it does
variant
look
is
super
cool though.
I think I like that more than the main cover. The main cover is really cool, but this one right here is super cool. It kind of looks, it reminds me of Fallout.
Kind of.
You know, like that kind of like 1940s, 50s-esque kind of thing in a futuristic time.
The main cover falls right in line with all the other main covers, but this variant's dope.
Kind of looks like a big Michelin Man.
That has been our pull list this week. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Check out the Patreon for bonus content and material. We got code Collective Comics on Dubby.gg. Use that code at checkout for 10% off your jitterless energy. We also have Whatnot. You can use the code in the description below to get a $10 credit when you sign up using that code. We also have our Discord up and running, so check that code out in the description. And until next time, this has been Collective Comics.